At some point in their lives, everyone has entertained fantasies about winning the lottery. Everyone has a tiny glimmer of hope that one day they will strike it rich and drastically improve their lives, regardless of whether they spend their days searching the ocean floor for sunken treasure, enjoy sports betting in casinos, or even just play the lottery. Most people will never be able to achieve this level of wealth, and few people are willing to put the time or money into doing so. Great fortunes, however, are still out there and just waiting to be found by the incredibly fortunate few. Welcome to another video in which we will tell you about some amazing discoveries that have made people wealthy. Stay tuned to the video till the end, like and share the video, and also subscribe to Mr. Weird Facts for more amazing facts. Let's start the video. Kevin Hillier and his family were looking for work in the fall of 1980 as they drove their van up and down the Australian coast. However, following a back injury, doctors advised him to reduce physical work and instead go for walks to speed up his recovery. This directly sparked his interest in metal detecting. Hillier once dreamed that he found a gold nugget that was stuck in the ground. Until one day in September 1980, when Hillier's unbelievable dream came true. Hillier did find a gold nugget while out walking with his metal detector that, at first, couldn't be pulled from the ground. After spending many hours carefully excavating, he was able to remove a gold nugget weighing about 27.6 kilograms, which he sold to the Gold Nugget Casino in Las Vegas in February 1981 for more than $1 million, where it is still the biggest gold nugget on display in the entire world. A man who wishes to remain anonymous was playing the board game Masterpiece about fine art in January 1999 when he noticed a painting that resembled one he had purchased to cover a hole in the wall of his Indiana home. He was curious, so he looked online until he found information from the Kennedy Galleries in New York about the creations of an American artist by the name of Martin Johnson Haight. The owner was shocked to discover that his purchase was a lost header piece after sending some images and a description of the painting in his home to gallery specialists. Given that it was painted in the 1890s, the artwork was in remarkable condition and was still in its original frame. The Houston Museum of Fine Arts eventually paid more than $1 million for Haight's Magnolias on gold velvet cloth after the Board of Trustees raised the money in a meeting that lasted less than 90 minutes. Many Americans believe that the Declaration of Independence is the most significant piece of writing in American history. 200 first edition copies. Copies of the Declaration were produced by John Dunlop after the original was written to spread its message across the country. Only 3 of the 26 copies that are still around are in the possession of private collectors. Behind a painting that a collector only purchased because he liked the frame, one such copy was found. An unspeakably fresh first edition copy of the Declaration of Independence was discovered after the frame had been disassembled by the unidentified owner. In 1991, it was eventually sold for $2.42 million at auction, with the price reflecting the rarity of this discovery and the exceptional condition it was in. An enthusiastic friend had urged the owner to get it appraised. The same copy was put up for auction by the same auction house as in 1991 and brought in $8 million. In Suffolk, England, a farmer discovered that he had misplaced his hammer while he was working his fields in November 1992. He asked his friend Eric Laws to bring his metal detector over and try to find his missing tool. Soon after beginning his search, Eric detected a signal and started excavating in the area of the ground where his reading was the best. It was soon clear that he had not discovered the hammer, but rather something much more exciting. Eric discovered several shovels full of gold and silver coins and immediately alerted the authorities and nearby archaeologists to his find. The entire chunk of earth containing the coins was completely dug up the following day so they could be examined and extracted in a lab. The significance of Eric's discovery was only realized once the experts got started in the lab. A total of 60 pounds, 27 kilograms, of gold and silver items have been discovered by Eric, including more than 15,000 coins from the Roman occupation of Great Britain. Mr. Laws shared the over $2.5 million in compensation he received from the British government for his extraordinary discovery with the landowner, who ultimately located the hammer that had sparked the initial search. A man by the name of Bobby decided in 1999 to sell all of his machinery and end a more than 20-year career as an opal miner. Bobby discovered this stone in the very last bucket of ore mined in Lightning Ridge, a small mining community in New South Wales, Australia. Bobby worked carefully for months to reveal the beautiful opal, which he eventually named the Royal One. For reasons known only to him, Bobby inexplicably kept it under his bed, or in a kangaroo skin pouch around his neck, for more than 14 years despite having the expertise to know just how potentially valuable it was. The Royal One, a 306-carat high-quality black opal, was eventually sold at auction in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and it brought Bobby over $3 million. Important archaeological discoveries in the UK must be reported to the appropriate authorities right away. A finder's fee is paid to anyone who finds and reports priceless historical artifacts, because certain precious metals, like gold and silver, are not permitted for private sale. This is similar to the Hoxton hoard mentioned earlier. The finds are then purchased by nearby museums, so that the public can study and see them. The subsequent item, however, was exempt from these regulations because bronze is only regarded as treasure if it is part of a hoard. The fact that this object was independently discovered meant that it could be sold privately, which was fantastic for the finder's pockets. In May 2010, a novice metal detectorist located it on a farm in Cumbria, England. It is one of just 3 Roman helmets with a full face mask that have been discovered in Britain. The helmet eventually sold for $3.6 million, which was paid by a private collector at an auction in October 2010, due to its scarcity and the fact that anyone could buy it. The mineral tanzanite, from which the gem derives its name, is extremely rare and can only be found in Tanzania, an African country. Tanzanite is extremely rare and valuable, and mining it offers many aspiring business people and treasure hunters in the nation a worthwhile source of income. Sininu laser must be regarded as the luckiest of all those who spend their entire lives looking for tanzanites. The 2 largest specimens of the mineral, weighing 9.3 kilograms, 20 pounds, and 5.1 kilograms, 11 pounds, were discovered during his mining operation in Tanzania in June 2020. He sold them to the Tanzanian government for more than $3.4 million. Surprisingly, despite his newfound wealth, Laser wasn't ready to retire. In just 2 months, in August 2020, it appears that he will have discovered another enormous tanzanite gemstone weighing 5.3 kilograms, 14 pounds, which is estimated to be worth $2 million. Despite having 30 children to support, Laser promises to use his newly acquired wealth to construct a school and a medical facility to assist everyone who lives in his underdeveloped community. That was all for today's video. Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe to Mr. Weird Facts for more fascinating videos. I appreciate you taking the time to view this video. We'll see you in the upcoming video soon.